and you're watching Ally TV.
Hey guys, this is Chris Peak with Ally TV, and we are bringing you Ally Reports Episode 3. Ally, as you may know now from watching Ally Reports is a weekly newscast that gives you 4 different takes from the community, news from the community, and even promotes events within the community. Here are our 4 takes. And you're watching Ally TV. Religious conservative groups are facing off in court this past week in Hamilton County, Indiana. The Hamilton County judge was asked by attorney Jim Bopp if they could go ahead and strike down the fixes to the controversial RFRA amendment made by then Governor Mike Pence. Normally in a court you would hear about discrimination, someone trying to argue that they don't discriminate. In this case, attorney Jim Bopp, who represents some of the most high-profile conservative groups and religious groups, was asking and trying to convince the judge that to allow his clients to openly discriminate specifically to the LGBTQ community. In Indianapolis, Indiana, Chris Peak, Ally TV.
And you're watching Ally TV.
For decades, Broad Ripple High School churned out talent that this great country has been able to see. From the sports likes of Roosevelt Colvin, a Super Bowl winning champion with the New England Patriots, to journalists like David Letterman. Broad Ripple High School has a ton of talent within the local community and the LGBTQ community, which is why we're doing a segment today about Broad Ripple High School on the day of their homecoming. The Broad Ripple Alumni Association has put together a homecoming that is going to include a ton of the same aspects that you would have seen back when you were going to school here at Broad Ripple High School. From a parade that's going down the main strip of Broad Ripple Avenue, to tailgating and cooking out in the back parking lot. There's so much fun to be had here at Broad Ripple High School. Back in the past, in the years past, Broad Ripple was known to a lot of people and was a powerhouse within the IPS system. Broad Ripple now is vacant, as most people know, and unfortunately that's a bad thing for our LGBTQ community, as Broad Ripple was a safe place for the LGBTQ youth to come to school and be able to have a high school career that they felt accepted and welcomed, and that's what Broad Ripple had. In Indianapolis. Hey guys, this is Chris Peak with Ally TV, and we are at Broad Ripple High School in the heart of the city, in my opinion. And as a lot of people know, Broad Ripple High School closed down a few years ago, but the Alumni Association has actually put together an awesome homecoming event, and they're going to be doing the parade. So here, just in a little bit, the parade kicks off, and we're joined by 2 homecoming queens. We have Mary from the class of '66, as well as Kate from the class of '69. They are sisters, and tell us a little bit about what it was like walking the halls back in the 60s here in Broad Ripple.
Back in the 60s, it was crowded, but we were busy.
It was very conservative. If you could not wear culottes, if you wore a skirt, if you had to kneel on the floor and have the skirt hit the floor, and it was really
so we
pretty
had a lot
strict.
Of rules.
Yeah, we had a lot of rules.
But we loved it here. I think both of us
we
can
loved
say.
it. We had a great time. We enjoyed it. We were talking on the way here that in each of our classes we would have had a group of friends that we hung around with, but we liked everybody else too. So it wasn't cliquish. It just was how the friends grouped together because of classes or whatever. Mm-hmm. So.
And what was it like to actually, get crowned as a homecoming queen? I mean, obviously I'm not a girl, so I wouldn't be the queen, but, what does that title feel like, especially in high school,
Complete surprise.
Yeah.
Never thought the group that I would be the ones chosen, so that was exciting.
I was very surprised also.
Right.
That was a pretty formal procedure. Each club would nominate a person, and then the students would vote, and then the finalists would be interviewed by a group of judges, alums.
Older alums.
Yeah. And then we left the room not knowing what was going to happen until we were down on the field and they announced.
And also back in the 60s, obviously considering our media company, we were speaking a little bit, and, you kind of said you never really knew or heard of what a gay person was like.
No idea.
And obviously throughout the years, Broad Ripple became a champion for the arts community, which houses a lot of that LGBTQ community. So with the closing of it, it's kind of saddening. It's a little heartbreaking. Now that we're in the modern age, how do you feel about the LGBTQ issues that surround our America?
How do I feel about it? Well, I just want to go back to the fact that Mary brought up about how we were kind of so together, even though we didn't know differences like that stood out, that people, were able to say, I am this way, this way. We all got along so well. It was a wonderful time back in the 60s.
And we didn't know, but I'm sure for Kate it's the same too. When we started understanding, then we were all for it. And I think that Broad Ripple's, a big loss to Broad Ripple is that they did bring out so many talents, musical talents, artistic talents. And I think that was a very comfortable place for kids to go.
So that's what I'm thinking. The community would still be that way, and I think that's true that Broad Ripple continued on that way.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame.
Awesome. Well, again, here at Broad Ripple High School for Homecoming 2019, hopefully many more homecomings to be had, and the Alumni Association is so vibrant and really out there to help the community here at Broad Ripple High School. Chris Peak, Ally TV, out in the community. October is known as National LGBTQ History Month, which also coincides with National Coming Out Day, which is coming up next week on October 11th. National Coming Out Day is the day where people of all ages are coming out as their self-true identity. Some people may even choose to transition and understand a little bit more about themselves. And this is a day where allies and people in the LGBTQ community are allowed to support everybody, and we should be supporting everybody on every day. But National Coming Out Day is also a day where our youth and start to develop into their own self-identities. We see all across the country, even high schools and middle schools, hosting events through their GSAs for National Coming Out Day. Happy National Coming Out Day, and also LGBTQ History Month, which brings us here to the Indiana AIDS Memorial, here in Crown Hill Cemetery in Indianapolis, Indiana. If you've never visited, please make sure to visit, as we have World AIDS Day coming up here in December. This memorial is special to us, and it really shows the history and the light of LGBTQ Indianapolis. Reporting from Crown Hill Cemetery, Chris Peak, Ally TV.